Bonjour travelers, planning a trip to France? You're in for a treat. From the Eiffel Tower to the lavender fields of Provence, France offers a tapestry of experiences. But to truly savor the magic, avoid common pitfalls. Those little cultural nuances can make all the difference. Here's a list of common mistakes to avoid. Think of these as your trusty travel tips. So grab your beret, pour yourself a café au lait, and let's dive in. And don't forget to subscribe to the France Attraction channel for more travel tips and guides. You don't need to be fluent in French to enjoy France, but trust me, a little effort goes a long way. Even a simple bonjour, merci, or s'il vous plaît can open doors. It shows respect and makes you more approachable. And hey, if you mispronounce something, don't sweat it. The French appreciate the effort. France is a country of incredible regional diversity. Each region has its own unique history, culture, and cuisine. What flies in Paris might raise eyebrows in Provence. Politeness in Lyon might be a faux pas in Brittany. Even ordering coffee varies by region. In Paris, a café means a strong espresso. In the South, it's a small coffee with milk. Research the regions you'll visit. Learn their customs and specialties. A little research helps you appreciate each region. While it's true that English is widely spoken in tourist areas and larger cities, don't assume that everyone you encounter will be fluent in English. Especially if you're venturing off the beaten path, into smaller towns and villages, you're more likely to encounter locals who speak primarily French. Download a translation app on your phone, carry a small phrase book, or even learn a few basic French phrases. And remember, a little patience and a smile can go a long way. Even if there's a language barrier, most people will appreciate your effort to communicate. France is a country best savored, not rushed. Resist the urge to overschedule yourself. Focus on a few key experiences in each region. Allow for downtime and spontaneous discoveries. Travel is about immersing yourself in the experience. Embrace the French art of flânerie. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. In France, meals are not just about sustenance, they're an integral part of the culture. Savor the good things in life. Restaurants have specific serving hours, usually from noon to 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Outside these hours, finding an open restaurant is challenging. Plan your dining accordingly. Embrace long, leisurely meals. Find a charming cafe, order a glass of wine, and savor every bite. Enjoy the moment and the flavors. Tipping excessively. In France, service charges are typically included in the bill. You'll see it listed as service comprise. That doesn't mean you can't leave an additional tip, of course. If you received exceptional service, feel free to round up the bill or leave a few extra euros, but it's not mandatory, and a small gesture is usually sufficient. A good rule of thumb is to leave around 5 to 10% for exceptional service in restaurants, or simply round up the bill to the nearest euro. For taxis, rounding up to the nearest euro or two is also appropriate. Be mindful of local customs and tip accordingly. Your appreciation will be noted without overdoing it. France has an excellent train system. It can whisk you from Paris to Nice in hours. But before you hop on board, remember to validate your ticket. Use the small orange machines near platforms. Insert your ticket, and it will stamp the date and time. This proves to the conductor you boarded on time and prevents a hefty fine. It's an easy detail to overlook, especially if you're rushing. So, before you board, find those orange machines and stamp your ticket. France has a temperate climate, but it can be unpredictable, especially during the shoulder seasons. You might wake up to sunshine and blue skies, only to find yourself caught in a downpour by lunchtime. So pack accordingly. Layers are your best friend. Bring a mix of short-sleeved and long-sleeved shirts, sweaters, a light jacket, and a waterproof outer layer. Even if the forecast looks sunny, it's always wise to pack an umbrella or a lightweight raincoat. And remember, comfortable shoes are a must. You'll be doing a lot of walking, so leave those high heels at home and opt for comfortable sneakers or walking shoes. Now I know you want to see the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre Museum, and you should, but don't limit yourself to just the iconic landmarks. Venture beyond the tourist hotspots and discover the hidden gems that lie tucked away in quiet neighborhoods, charming villages, and off-the-beaten-path destinations. Explore local markets, wander through quaint side streets, duck into cozy cafes, and strike up conversations with the locals. These are the experiences that will stay with you long after the crowds have faded, the experiences that will give you a true taste of authentic French life. The French in general value discretion and a certain level of decorum, especially in public spaces. So be mindful of your volume and avoid excessive displays of emotion. Keep your voice down when you're in restaurants, cafes, or on public transportation. Avoid shouting across the street to your travel companions. While it's perfectly acceptable to express your enthusiasm for the incredible sights and experiences you'll encounter, try to do so in a way that's respectful of those around you. Remember, a little consideration for local customs goes a long way in making a positive impression and ensuring a more enjoyable experience for both you and those around you.
Know you've been a good friend.
While major credit cards are widely accepted in France, especially in larger establishments, it's essential to have some euros on hand for smaller shops, markets, and cafes. Not all vendors accept credit cards, especially for smaller purchases. Carry a mix of cash and cards to ensure you're prepared for any situation. It's a good idea to have some small bills and coins on hand for things like tipping, buying souvenirs from street vendors, or grabbing a quick croissant from a bakery. You can withdraw euros from ATMs, which are widely available throughout France. Just be aware that your bank may charge foreign transaction fees, so it's a good idea to check with your bank before you go. French service can be different from what you're used to in other parts of the world, but that's part of its charm. Don't expect the same level of attentiveness or urgency that you might find in American restaurants. French waiters are often more hands-off, allowing you to enjoy your meal at your own pace. They won't rush you to order, they won't constantly refill your water glass, and they certainly won't bring you the check before you've asked for it. Embrace the more relaxed pace of French service. Use the time to savor your meal, to chat with your companions, to soak up the ambiance of your surroundings. It's all part of the experience. Enjoy the leisurely dining culture. The French have a certain savoir-faire, a way of carrying themselves with elegance and grace. A little awareness of local customs can help you blend in and avoid faux pas. Avoid talking loudly on public transportation. Refrain from putting your hands in your pockets while conversing. Greeting with a kiss is for close friends and family. In formal settings, a handshake is more appropriate. France is a treasure trove of art, history, and culture. Its museums are a testament to its rich heritage. From the Louvre Museum, home to the Mona Lisa, to the Musée d'Orsay's Impressionist art, there's a museum for every interest. Consider a museum pass for multiple visits. These passes offer discounted entry and skip-the-line access. Choose a few museums that pique your interest. Immerse yourself in the art and history. Enjoy the cultural journey. France uses different electrical outlets than the United States and other parts of the world. So, before you plug in your phone charger or laptop, make sure you have the appropriate travel adapter. You can purchase travel adapters online or at most electronics stores. Look for a universal adapter that will work in multiple countries, just in case your travels take you beyond France. It's also a good idea to pack a portable charger for your phone and other devices. That way, you can keep your devices powered up while you're on the go, even if you can't find an outlet. In France, many shops, especially smaller boutiques and family-owned businesses, close for a few hours in the afternoon for lunch. This typically happens between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. So, if you're planning a shopping spree, be sure to factor in lunch breaks. Larger department stores and chain stores may stay open throughout the day, but it's always a good idea to check the opening hours of individual shops to avoid disappointment. Embrace the French tradition of a leisurely lunch break. Find a charming cafe, order a croque monsieur and a café au lait, and watch the world go by. Enjoy the slower pace of life. Plan your shopping around local customs. France is a country that can be enjoyed on any budget. You don't have to break the bank to experience its beauty and culture. In fact, some of the best things in France are absolutely free. Explore the city's parks and gardens, wander through bustling outdoor markets, admire the architecture of its cathedrals and churches, or simply soak up the ambiance of its charming neighborhoods. Many museums also offer free admission on certain days of the week or during specific hours. Check their websites for details. Enjoy the free cultural experiences. Now, I know you've probably spent hours planning your itinerary, but here's a word of advice. Be prepared to be flexible. Things happen. Trains get delayed, museums close unexpectedly, the weather doesn't always cooperate. Don't let a few hiccups derail your entire trip. Embrace the unexpected detours and allow yourself to be spontaneous. Some of the most memorable travel experiences happen when you least expect them. Remember, travel is an adventure, not a checklist. Enjoy the journey with an open mind. Merci for watching. I hope these tips help you avoid common pitfalls and make the most of your trip to France. Remember, traveling is about embracing new experiences, immersing yourself in different cultures and creating memories that will last a lifetime. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone, to try new things and to make mistakes. That's how we learn and grow. And most importantly, don't forget to savor every moment. Soak up the beauty of your surroundings, indulge in the delicious cuisine, and embrace the joie de vivre that is so quintessentially French. Bon voyage.